Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. We were just here, but now we're back.
Now we're back.
You're hosting the Harp Monday.
I am hosting the Harp
Hell yeah,
Monday.
we're gonna be at the Harp. Pocket boy, pocket change,
pocket
boy,
pocket team,
pocket change boy.
pocket full of sunshine.
It's funny no one said pocket pool boys yet.
Pocket pool boys, PB,
like pocket pool boys. I would like pocket pool is the ancient game of diddling,
like
self-flagellation.
Self-pleasure?
Self-pleasure, yeah, pool. Pocket pool, you've heard that.
Pool?
You've heard that.
No, I've heard choke the chicken.
You've never heard pocket pool?
I've never heard
pocket
shit. Pool. What is pocket pool?
Yeah, it's like it's kind of like you're like,
touching yourself?
Touching yourself, yeah. So pocket.
Touch yourself.
No, pocket change. It's different.
Oh.
Both of them are kind of like you're digging in your pockets. That's technically, I guess, Angie's joke, right?
Yeah.
That you're like digging in your pockets. That's pretty much the same.
How often do you think you touch your nuts throughout the day?
Oh, dude, I'm a big scratcher,
dude. Because like, truthfully, I catch myself way too many times, too often, that my hand is on my junk.
Oh, all the time, constantly. Like and like, I'm not even my junk. I like the little creases where the balls and the leg meet. You know what I mean? And scratching those things. Oh,
I like
God.
to pull my wiener. Like I like to
you
pull it.
pull your wiener.
Yeah, I pull it down.
Why?
I don't know. I hoping it grows.
I do that with my balls, kind of like I scratch down. You know what I mean? Like a plow.
How come the same rules don't apply? Like if you break muscle tissue fiber for it to grow.
Yeah.
I've broken my dick so many times.
You've broken your dick?
No, but
I've heard that's real. Like people actually.
My buddy has. Can I tell you the story?
Yeah, tell me the story, please.
Okay, so it's Foxfire. I think I might have mentioned this. I think you've heard this story.
I don't know.
But it's my buddy. It's me, my buddy Alex, B, and her cousin, and then we all go, and then my cousin, and then my homie's entire goal was just to get laid. He said it didn't matter. Like, I just want to get laid.
Oh,
and me being...
That's never a good idea.
It is.
It's never a good mentality
because it's a great story.
Oh, God.
So then we go, and then we're at a cougar club, and it's all like older ladies, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be an easy pull for you. We're young stallions, like you'll be fine.
Yeah,
like we'll be okay. There's this one chick who's like sitting by herself, and I like, if I was single at the time, I knew exactly what I would say to her. I would, like, cause there were a bunch of dudes that were coming up talking to her, and I was just like, oh, let me just strike up a conversation, nothing weird, just to get her out of like, cause she was getting like harassed, dude. So I go up to my buddy and I tell him what to say. I go like, hey, ask her if she wants to have a conversation or needs to be saved.
Oh, God.
Like, just ask her that.
Yeah.
You know? And the worst that's going to happen is no. And then I should probably preface this by saying, like, we were probably, like, 7 shots of tequila in. And so I'm watching this all unfold. Like, if I'm standing here, he starts walking to her, and I'm like, oh, he's got it. It's 6, though. It's 6, though.
Hell yeah.
And then he walks
I'm glad we put out whose dick is broken here.
Yeah. Everybody knows.
Everyone knows his dick's broken up.
And then, so he walks up to the girl, and I probably should have told him, like, say it, like, gently, like into her ear, you know? But this fool looks at her and he yells at her, do you want to be saved?
Oh, my God, like a Christian.
And then he ends up getting rejected, and then he disappears for 2 hours.
Oh.
And then I was like, oh, okay.
Licking wounds.
No, he's out there hunting.
Hunting.
Hey, cut his losses quick.
And
then he found a chick. He's close to 6 foot. The chick he pulls up is like 6'2", in heels,
ready to go.
And he's a long guy.
Yeah.
He hugs this girl and only gets halfway across her body. It was amazing.
Oh, she was big.
She was
woman.
Big.
Okay.
Big.
Hell yeah. We're
like
now
big.
I understand why we started telling this story. Can we continue?
Big dog. And then so Alex and her mom are telling Sixto, like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. It's gonna be a mistake.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, you can only learn in life by making mistakes.
Oh, God.
So go forth, brethren, and have fun.
Yeah.
And then he goes, okay. We get a text message at 2 a.m. and it says, hey, bro, come pick me up. I was like, what? Why? And he goes, this bitch is trying to feed me. We're at Denny's. I'm not getting laid. And then I go, okay.
She's trying to feed him?
Yeah.
Well, that's
yeah.
nice
So they're
too.
at Denny's. And then he calls me. And then he's like, never mind, we're going back to her place.
Whoa.
And I was like, cool.
He set it down. He was like, hey, I don't care about these seasoned fries. I'm trying to fuck right now.
He was trying to do that. And apparently the lady that he was with also had another lady friend who was like a stripper teacher.
Whoa.
She was
a
like
stripper teacher.
like a sensei of strippers. And she was like the 60-year-old lady, and she was saying that her husband was a Marine who got killed in the war or some shit. And then so it resonated with him.
Yeah, right.
But he goes, we get another message. It's like Snapchat at like 4. And it's like, SOS, help me, my phone's dying.
Oh, no.
And then so it's like, all right, well, fuck. And then finally around 6, we get the call. He's like, yo, come pick me up. Mind you, he doesn't know where he's at. He has 1% left on his battery. And he didn't tell us where he was going to go. So we just had like a general idea. He was like, I think I'm in Anaheim Hills. And I was like, okay. So we end up driving.
I didn't even know Anaheim had hills.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought they had slums.
Yeah, well, I knew that one.
And then so we go, and then by the grace of God, I see this fool walking
he's
with a
walking.
button-up shirt and newspapers. Like, newspapers are going to make it any better.
Why would he have newspapers?
Because he was like, I thought that's what all people did on Saturday mornings. Like, I thought people walked with newspapers.
God.
I was like, no, you just look
so
like...
he took change out and bought a newspaper?
He picked it from somebody's house.
Whoa.
When newspapers were
That's
thrown.
smarter. That's cool.
So
That's
he
good.
gets it, and
Efficient.
then we find him. It's kind of like in the this industrial-ish area, right? And we go, and then as soon as this fool opens the door, bruh, he smells like a fish market. Like you can't. It was just one of those very strong.
Yeah.
It was bad. It was bad. And then so we get home.
Was it on his hands, his face, and everything?
It was just the stench.
Yeah.
It was smeared everywhere. Have you heard
good.
of vabbing?
That means he's a good lover, though.
I guess.
That means he's a good lover. If he doused himself in her scent, I mean, he was all his parts. He was rubbing his back on it. You know what
Dude,
I mean?
okay, so then this is what happens. This is how we find out that this fool's dick is broken. He comes up to me.
Oh, so he doesn't know yet, or he knows already?
He doesn't know yet.
He doesn't know yet. Ugh.
So he comes up to me. We go home.
Ugh.
We get into the. We're standing outside the apartment. I'm smoking a cigarette. This bitch has the audacity to try to deuce a cigarette with me, and I'm like, "Don't you fucking touch me with those nasty hands." Okay?
That girl? He was with that girl?
No. We picked him up. He dipped out from that spot. It's just him, my cousin, me, and Alex, and then he ends up I'm smoking a cigarette with my cousin, and then he's like, "Yo, let me get a hit." And I'm like, "Have your own cigarette."
Yeah.
And then he was like, "No, I'm gonna go in and shower." He goes to shower. Mid shower, he just screams my name. He's like, "Hey Jay! Hey Jay!" And I come running in, and he's holding his dick, bro. It's black and blue. It's purple all the way to the shaft, bro. All the way, dude. And then I'm like, how do you think that happened? He was like, I either fucked her thigh or her braces just clipped my dick, and it was disgusting.
How was it?
It was bad. It was almost as if it got snapped.
It was crooked?
Because the thing is it was just because he's uncircumcised, so he had to peel the banana back. And then I was like, ew.
You guys have a very close friendship.
Oh, very much so.
I would have never said anything. I would have went to my grave with a broken dick.
No,
dude.
no,
I would have
no.
ended it.
Dude,
no one ever see my dick again, dude. I would have never.
You ever heard of the dick tricks that I told you about? He was the one who would do dick tricks. He would so I would come home from school, and he would be playing video games, and he would get an itch in his ass, and he would be like, "Hey, you want to see my new dick trick?" And I was like, "Sure." We've seen plenty of dicks being in the military, so it's not uncommon, right? So we're very comfortable with
dicks.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then so he goes, "This is called the blossoming flower," right?
God.
And then he takes his balls and he covers his whole dick and he squeezes it really tight, and then he opens his hand, and then the balls open up, and then the wiener pops out. Then he calls it the blossoming flower.
Wow, like a bird of prey or whatever. Wow,
yeah.
dang.
Yeah, dude.
That's
And that's how that's probably he deserves. I don't want to say he deserves it, but that was a great night for all of us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sorry. This is better now.
Yeah.
You've seen it recently?
Yeah, I mean, it's healed. I remember when it was just the bruising got smaller and smaller.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Dang. You see this guy's dick a lot.
A lot, dude.
Dang, man. Maybe I don't really have friends. Maybe that's what it is. I ain't seen that many dicks. Hey, Buster, let me see your fucking... If you're my friend, show me your dick.
Show me your pepito, papi.
Yeah, so, I mean...
You don't know anybody that's ever bruised or broken a dick before?
I mean, I've heard stories. I've
Crushed
had
cock?
like when like they're bouncing on it, and then like it pops
slips,
out, and then they
yeah.
come down, and then like the bend. That's happened countless times. You know what I mean?
Sure has.
But never in like a real broken dick situation. That's pretty intense, dude. That's pretty intense. I'm like really I'm like I I'm very squeamish, obviously. You know what I mean? So I can't deal with that, dude. If I ever pee blood, I'm gonna lose my mind.
You think so?
You know, if I ever have to get a fucking catheter, dude, it's over. I'll die. I'll kill myself. I think I'll die. I think I'll die.
You wouldn't just pee?
No. I think I'll just, dude, catheters,
Yeah,
dude?
man, in your pee hole?
No.
I have a homie. I'm not going to say his name, but he told me he got...
God, you'll say 6 times.
I'll say 6 times. I won't say this other buddy's name. But he ended up getting like syphilis or gonorrhea or some shit.
Oh, God.
He got his bore punched.
What the fuck does that mean?
So, like, if there's an infection on the tip of your dick, they take a metal rod, essentially, and what they do is they force it down to flush the shit out. So picture it. Picture your thing.
Oh, I'm never having sex again, dude. I don't care. No, you did it. You did it.
Just straight.
Is it hard? How do they keep the dick up like that?
I didn't ask.
It's like a sock situation.
Didn't want to ask.
Because you gotta like hold it, and push it down. Because like
they probably
it would just crumple into them, or unless it's like right. Oh, I don't even.
Maybe they had to.
I'm never making sweet love to anyone again.
You should.
No. I think I really am thinking about quitting sex forever, and just exuding horniness through like acts of goodwill.
Acts of goodwill is gonna make you come.
No, I'll make myself come
through goodwill.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go just do charity work and bust a nut?
No, I'll make it. No. That'd be weird. That'd get weird again. I'm trying to go
hang out, and then you'd be like, "I did good. I deserve the
like
nut."
rubbing all these bald heads. I'm like, "Oh yeah, these kids." No, I'm gonna come on my own time. I'm gonna make myself come because I'm a starter. I'm an entrepreneur.
Yeah,
I'm a self-starter. Okay. And then like. Because the idea of horniness, now that horniness has kind of taken on its own idea, is that it's not about sexuality in general. It's about desire and passion.
Okay.
So my acts of goodwill would be like ones that are benefit people's passions. You know what I mean? I don't know what that would be.
Yeah,
but that's the fun of it, figuring that out. You know what I mean? I'm having a lot of time if I'm not fucking.
So you coordinate a kickball game for guys. And then would that constitute as like passion? And they love kickball, but they can't get their hands on the ball, and you're the one who brings them the ball.
Yeah, I guess pretty much. I mean, I guess that's kind of like the Idiots United shout, Idiots United show today. The idea of that is like a party for everyone, kind of. You know what I mean?
All right.
I don't know about goodwill. I'm not gonna fucking do no charity or no lame shit. You know what I mean? No offense to charities.
How is charity lame shit?
Charity is just a big old tax break. Okay, let's not get into this. Charities were invented by the mega rich so that they can donate a portion of the money and then get a tax rebate that doubles that. So really, they're getting paid to give away a little bit of money.
I would do that.
Of course, I do that too. I would love to do that.
Yeah, I would definitely.
I mean, that's what all businesses are. Is like when you become like an LLC.
How come like stripping isn't considered a charity?
Because it's like I feel like it's because it's like an independent worker kind of. It's kind of like a stand up. Like they're literally kind of like stand ups where they're taxed different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
Because they're not through a company. Dude, but I was thinking of a premise of that. Like, I have like an OnlyFans girl that I just pay $15 to every month, and I don't even look at her. There's nothing. I don't even know how to log into OnlyFans anymore. Like, my phone switched, and I don't know how to. I just don't care to look it up. But I know, I remember, I see it on my card and shit.
You see $14.99.
I see $14.99 on my card every month,
and you don't even get updates.
I don't even look at it. And I feel like it's like Spotify. Like I'm just like fucking, I'm just. Giving this girl money every once in a while, you know what I mean? Once a month. It's not a big deal,
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I just realized that I was like driving, like I'm fine with it. You know what I mean? Like,
because you're supporting.
I feel like I'm supporting a person that I admire. For like, I don't even need to see her sex work. You know what I mean? Like, I just think she's a cool person and she should have $15 every month.
You know what that I mean? Like that kind of strikes me as if like you got like a painting and you just had it covered and you were just like, I paid for it, it's there, but you never looked at it.
Maybe so.
Or it's like you've kept it in a storage, and you know it's there, but you're like, I don't even know if I want to bring it in the house yet.
Well, I don't. But like I feel like You ever jack off to OnlyFans stuff?
Yeah.
I've only done it a couple times. Cause like it feels weird to me. It just feels like I'm on someone's Instagram. You know what I mean?
Dude, I've jacked off to Instagram. You're wild, bro. I've jacked off to Sears catalogs, fucking nighttime wear. What kind of you? How
jacked
you
off to Sears catalogs like last week? Not even like a long time ago. Dude, that's so fucking funny, dude.
What?
No, you jacked off. I mean,
you never got the Victoria's Secret catalogs.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden you're like, wow.
Yeah, when I was younger,
this is
though.
Nice.
Oh yeah, but when I was younger, when I had no, dude, I used to jack off to the opening scene of Longest Yard, when that Courtney Cox, Courtney Cox,
butt cheek is.
Dude, no, she comes out and she's like I don't know if she's getting dressed or whatever, and she just has a bra and she has like tits out. I remember being a kid and I was like, dude, those are like that's so hot. So I just like jack because we had no porn back then. You know what I mean,
dude?
I don't remember doing like magazines though.
You're crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang. Instagrams get me horny and that gets me to porn, but I've never jacked off straight up to Instagram.
Easy.
That feels like jacking off in public, kind of.
Why?
No. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Because you're not in public. I don't know. Instagram seems.
It'd be weird if I went to the beach, saw somebody with a nice bum, and then did it there,
and then jacked off in the car or something. That's
weird.
Because that is kind of.
But if I find her Instagram on my phone from the beach, drive home, set some candles up, put some smell good under my nose, tell myself that I'm just as beautiful and bust. Not creepy.
That's not creepy at all.
Not at all.
That's not creepy at all. That's honestly like
beautiful.
Like yeah, it's like
it's poetic.
You're like loving her in a
loving
way.
The thought, because I don't love her.
No.
The thought. I'm loving the thought.
Right. Well,
literally
you're loving yourself. You're loving
the thought.
You're loving. Well, you're not loving the thought, but you're loving the thought.
The thought. Yeah.
But like, and you're loving yourself too. That's because this seems like an act. You know, like a routine.
How often you bust?
I bust usually before I go to sleep.
Okay.
Like right before. Dude, I don't even come like that. Like I don't even like care. Like
I have a question.
It's just to go to sleep, dude.
Mine is too. Do you have a nut towel?
Yeah, I do. It says t-shirt.
Is it behind your?
It's like right on my fucking bed. I have no one sleeping over my house no more. You know what I mean?
I felt so bad because
you sleep with your girl.
Yeah.
In the same bed, and you keep your nut towel under your pillow like a fucking tooth?
Like, yeah. So when the nut fairy comes, I get paid. I need some fucking, what is it? Restitution?
I need some restitution.
I need some restitution, nut fairy.
I need some restitution.
My nut has been, dude, I've had so many babies on shirts.
Right. I was like, yeah, I have a shirt. It's orange. You'll see me wear it one day.
Alex always goes like, yo, she'll wake up in the morning and she'll know exactly which one's a nut towel. And then she'll be like, yo, come on, man. Like, put that in a hamper. Cycle it out. And I'm like,
why? Because it's all crusty. It's all like up. You know what I mean? It's like a spider.
I ate fried chicken off one of my nut towels.
That's so funny.
I'm proud of me.
That's good, dude. I literally had that thought last night that I like my nut towel is like literally in the place where my ex used to sleep. It's so fucking like it's so stupid.
Sad.
It's so sad. It's so sad. And I put like everything goes there. My glasses go there by my nut towel. I don't know why I put my keys. I have like
you gotta get up and go.
That's literally how I feel like I'm living. Like I just go in, I sleep, I get up, I go, I leave. You know?
Okay. So what's your? Is yours like? This is gonna be a crazy question to ask. Is yours like bust and then clean up, or is it like set up like a bib and then it's bust and catch and wrap?
Oh, I don't No. I
you
see
just
what you're
go
saying.
on. You go on.
I go wherever it lies. Play where it lies. Play where it lies, dude. Clean it up wherever it comes. And then I clean it up, all the wet spots, you know what I mean? And then when you lay down, you're like, oh man, I got some on my sheet, you know what I mean? So that process, I don't ever set up. Oh, I
set up.
You set up where you're gonna come and everything?
Yeah, I aim it. So like I have mine right here, right? Like my nut towel right here, my dick here, and then when I nut, I just kind of like go like this, and then I point it into the towel.
Wow.
Because there was a time where I used to do the cleanup after, but I just cleaned up the face of my stomach.
Oh god.
And I went to go turn over and cum dripped out of my belly button.
Oh, that's how it is. That's how it is.
So it's like I don't want that.
Yeah, that does feel odd.
And then you do the thing where you have to get it all out, and then you realize like, oh, did cum just clean my belly button? Because now your belly button's nice.
That should be a TikTok. You should do that, like secrets to clean your belly button. You'll go fucking viral, dude. Yeah, dude. No.
See, man.
See, man. Yeah, dude. Get in your belly button, man. See, man.
See, man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, yeah. I don't really. When I used to work in a warehouse.
Yeah.
I used to like jack off in the bathroom sometimes, and my hands would be like so dirty, dude. It was like the worst thing ever. It was so dumb.
Yeah, but you're a horny man.
I was a horny man. And honestly, I was just bored. We had nothing to do, dude. You know, there's times where we just sit there, you know?
Yeah, no, I feel that. I feel that.
And like, you know, you have a job you hate, you know, you're taking the longest shits ever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't want to be working.
Smoke break every 15 minutes on the 15 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, I did smoke a lot in that job, but it was as you reach for your vape, dude, fucking addict, dude. Addict, dude. No,
I wish it.
Dude, I'm straight up addicted to caffeine. Like I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it now. Like I'm like oh shit, dude. I'm drinking so much caffeine. You know what I mean? As I'm drinking caffeine right here.
Same.
You know?
I had I tried this. It said it was all natural, and it was just Monster in a new can.
Yeah. No, totally.
I was like, what the hell?
I like when I like I feel like we're very busy.
Yeah.
So like we're like, oh, we gotta continue. You know what I mean? But we're only continuing because we're so busy.
Yep.
So we wouldn't need energy drinks if we weren't super busy.
Yep. Because yesterday, I knew I wasn't going to need a full, like, energy drink. So I drank a fourth of what I would normally drink to just get me through the time so I wouldn't nap.
Right. Exactly. Because you got to go here to here. You know, so it's like a catch-22. You know what I mean? You want to live a busy, productive life, but you also want to not inject yourself with all these fucking obviously chemicals and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I'm on a caffeine train, dude. The other day, me and Ken went surfing, dude.
Yeah.
And I had a coffee ready. I'm drinking the coffee, and then he rolls up and he has a fucking Red Bull. And I drink the Red Bull. And then after surfing, I love an iced coffee after surfing. So I get another iced coffee. And I can't just get iced coffee. I get iced coffee with a shot of espresso. So I get that. And then after lunch, then that's you bought me a coffee. I mean, you bought me a Red Bull, and then I had the Red Bull, and then I left, and then I had the coffee that I didn't finish in the morning. So my day is just one prolonged caffeine drip train. But it you know, it's fun, it's cool, dude. I went to fucking Beach Garden yesterday. They have the best coffees. Oh shit, hell yeah. AJ just showed me his penis. AJ, no, stop. I get it, okay?
Why would you say that out loud?
AJ, stop it, all right?
What's wrong with you?
It's beautiful. We all know it, all right?
Shiny?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Dude, speaking of Beach Garden, dude, they had their water bottle.
Yeah.
The tip of it looked like a dick, dude. And it's a gay bar. I was like, dude, is this on purpose? And then I found if I asked, I'd be homophobic. You know what I mean? So I just didn't say nothing. But the tip of his strip looked like a cock. I took a picture of it. Maybe I'll slide that over to you on the next segment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we reset real quick?
Yeah, let's reset.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
That does. But all things look like that. Like a lot of water,
things
a lot of
look
water
like
bottles
penises.
look like that. Yeah.
That's my balls. He's showing me. You're blackmailing me live on TV. You're blackballing me with my own balls, dude.
Your balls
my
are
balls
black.
are dark as hell. I'm team
How
dark
does
cock,
that?
dude.
Mine is too.
Oh yeah, no, I know, but yours is shiny. Mine's ashy.
Okay, but
You know,
why?
you lotion yourself way better than I do.
I do.
I'm ashy right now.
No,
My
you're
feet are
not.
so
Are
dirty.
you?
No, not that bad.
Not that bad.
Oh, right here. So.
Just if you were to play tic tac toe.
Yeah, no, I
I like how it just scratch.
This way. Does it smell? No. But yeah, I was surfing, so I need to put my lotion on after. But What were we talking about right now?
You wanted to show me that. And
yeah, but then dick skin, dark dick skin. Yeah, my dark cock.
Dark cock.
Yeah, you also have a dark dick.
I do have a dark dick.
You know, that's just brown guy shit, dude. We have dark cocks.
Hey,
you know?
do you think the pigment color, the darkness of your dick is like the potential darkness of what you can get? Like, is that the darkest you can go, you think?
Maybe.
Because, like, if white dudes have pink penises, is that, like, how sunburnt they can get?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think I can get fucking dark.
I can, too. You've seen
I've seen you. You look so good when you're dark. I don't get, like, how you get.
You get just as dark as me.
No. Yours is nice. Yours is, like, more of a honey. Like, you have, like, a warmth to your darkness.
I turn purple. I look like the ashy, like those ashy people
I
from
turn
Proud
purple. I
Family.
turn dark, dude. I turn purple. Trust me, dude. Trust me.
My legs do.
Well, your legs are mostly hair. Okay?
I got sunburnt in Mexico.
Yeah.
Can I tell you what I did in Mexico?
Sure. Talk about Mexico.
So people were out there hustling and shit, and I was like, I want to find my hustle. So what I did was I would grab sand and exfoliate all my friends' legs out there. And then I would start like a very racist Mexican accent because I seen people selling like bags and cigars and blankets. And then I would come up to my homies, like I would swim from like the other side of the beach and I'd be like, "What's up? How are you? My name is AA. For you, I give you exfoliation here on Mexico, $1,000. Normally $500, but for you, $1,000." And then I'd sit there and I was just going around. Like if I grabbed your foot, I would be straight up right here. And then
my feet are dirty. Oh, that's nice.
Hella sand.
That does feel nice.
Hella sand.
That feels good though. That's probably real. And then you made money?
No, none of my friends wanted to give me money. They didn't pay me for my service.
Oh, you were only doing it to your friends? I thought you were doing it to other people.
People were looking
tourists and shit. I believe you're Mexican, like a little Mexican man. You know?
Everybody there talked to me straight in Spanish first until they heard me say gracias.
Gracias.
They were
yeah.
like,
Say gracias like fuck yeah. Fuck gracias.
Gracias. Like Bane. Gracias.
Dude, Buster's a great Bane, dude. Do you do impressions? Nah,
not really.
Me either.
Do you?
I do like Marge. I do like Marge, but I don't do it good.
Do it.
All right, dude. This is a joke that I've always wanted to do, but I've never done it. So this is Marge scolding the old the FBI director James Comey.
Okay.
Okay. Marge Simpson scolding James Comey. Oh, Comey. Oh, Comey. That's my one impression. Hell yeah. I used to do one that was
it's impressive.
Thanks, dude. Thanks. That's my one. I used to do one that was like Nancy Pelosi at a fucking hey, what's up? At a Florida Gators game. That one time she clapped like that. You know It was more it was like a current joke. You know what I mean?
Topical.
So that one, you can't do that one everywhere. But the Marge Simpson James Comey reference, that that's that maybe I'll do that on stage.
Close on that.
Maybe I will one day. I'll do it. I'll do it in Phoenix tomorrow.
Just fucking close.
No, maybe I will do that because that did seem funny.
Right.
Because it's the stupidity is what's funny, isn't it? You know.
Hey, let's get into what we talked about in lunch.
What did we talk about in lunch?
Hairlines, bruh.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that one time you beat that cripple guy. I was just kidding. Yeah, hairlines. Another kind of cripple. Hairlines. But like, I feel I don't want to speak out of turn. Because I clearly I don't have a hair issue.
Yeah.
So I just feel I feel bad for fellas
who are losing their hair.
Not gracefully. You know what I mean?
Where it's just on the side.
Yeah, like I wish I can have the level of delusion that LeBron has to trick himself into thinking he has hair. To have that level of like cognitive dissonance, you know what I mean? To be like, I have hair, I don't care, you know? It's insane. I wish I had that kind of delusion. So
it works somehow because I know you've seen pictures of Elon Musk before and Elon Musk now.
Yeah, I see. Like this is like the idea, like these.
Okay, if you were balding, would you ever get the glue wigs?
No, I would shave it. I think
you would.
I would shave it, or depending on like, cause some dudes that have like the Larry David,
yeah. Some
dudes that have like the hair, they can leave it and it looks fine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just never comb over. Never. Anytime you try to hide it, it gets worse. You know what I mean,
dude? So, if I was balding and it went straight in the middle, the next day you'd see me with braids.
Oh, I bet.
I would.
Oh, I'd feel so bad. Oh
for what?
God.
Because how cool I look.
What? How cool you look. Braids away from the. What are you fucking? What are you fucking?
I would lay my baby hairs.
You're like a. What are you, blooming onion, dude?
Maybe I am.
You fucking braids in the little.
Maybe I am an appetizer from Outback Steakhouse. What's it concern you?
That's so funny.
Oh man.
Yeah, I seen it. I did a good bar yesterday. Shout out Christian Senrud. And there's a girl with dreads, and I I asked her if I can cut off one of her dreads so I can chew on it as I drive home.
Yo,
I don't know why as I drive home, but that's the funniest part. You know what I mean? And chewing on it too, but it like, oh God, dude.
Speaking of racist,
she was so
thing,
hot.
Oh God.
Huh?
Did you see?
It was horny. I started off. I was like, can I smell your hair? Because you had dreads. I was like, dang. You know, I'm gonna go the opposite way. And instead of they'd be like they smell, I'll be like, I want to smell them.
Oh, that's you're
I want to chew on them.
You're meant for greatness.
I said,
let me pop your dread in like a dip. Yeah. Call me country boy, cause this here, I would like your DNA in me. Don't even give me a spit bottle, cause I'll swallow the lice.
Dude, that's so funny. It like. Dude, have a little bottle, dude.
No bottle.
No bottle, swallow it. Oh, hardcore.
Everything in.
Hardcore, dude. That's so fucking funny.
Speaking of dip,
yeah,
we were in formation one time, and I had this corporal. I was like a PFC, and I just had hit the fleet, and there were these salty ass corporals who did some shit. They were in the shits. And then we get into formation, and you're not supposed to dip in formation, and this fool had dip. And one of the staff sergeants come by and goes, "Hey, Marine, is that dip?" And then he just goes, "No, staff sergeant." And I was like, "Oh my God, I joined the special club." Like,
yeah, those guys are legit.
Yeah,
good Lord, no, dude, I don't know if you know this either. I hate gum and dip. Like any sort of like I don't like mouth stuff.
Why
you know
not?
What I mean? Or like spit and shit. Except you know in sexy times. You know, spit's fine in sexy
I feel
times.
like you spit aggressive during sex.
No, I'm a lover.
Or
dude.
do you let it dribble down?
Oh
like,
yeah, dude. Oh,
you go like this,
dude.
and you go.
Oh,
and
depends what the moment calls for. You know what I mean?
You do the whole Spider-Man thing. Or
Just let it dribble. Yeah, like you're being bullied. Yeah. So I don't like gum or dip. And then when I went to Kansas, these foods would just have bottles of dip juice everywhere.
Did you drink any?
Never. Thank God. I would die. I know I'd die. Just like catheter. Same thing,
dude.
Those are things where you can't recover from.
I had homies who would drink the dip bottles on accident.
Their own bottles.
Yeah, on
accident. That's a little better.
Is it?
A little bit. Like I sometimes like I'll like you know how much I have fucking empty cups in my truck.
Yeah,
you know what
I know.
So I have mad cups. So one time
you can make like $7 out of all the cups on your floor.
I got mad cups. Yeah, I got a broken glass cup in there somewhere.
Dude, it's just chilling.
It's on the right. And like every time like Buster McKenna got in the other
My
day,
favorite-
I was like, hey, watch out this glass.
My favorite shit is when I was like, bro, you need to clean your car. And you're like, no, I don't. And then 3 days later, you're like, huh? It's clean.
Clean
Huh?
it.
It's like, yeah.
You know, I like, cause I know, and then once someone says something, I'm like, I'll never do that. Like that's like some childhood shit where I was like, I was just about to clean my room, and my dad will come in and be like, clean your room, and I'll be like, I'm not cleaning it.
You have oppositional defiance disorder, which is the same thing that I have.
Yeah.
Because it's like this whole thing where I'm trying to write a joke about it where I don't like being told what to do, but I'm okay if you ask me to do something.
Yes.
Like if you tell me, go do this, I'm going to be like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
But if you're like, hey, I need some help, would you be willing to help me?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, yes, I would love to help you.
Everything
But
is.
give me the option to fucking say no.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
That's all I want, the option to say no.
Right. Yeah. Anytime anything seems like a direction, especially when it comes from like someone that shouldn't be giving directions, it's never received well. You know what I mean? Not that my father telling me clean my room wasn't a guy that like that. That's that's another
No,
like
that's
just in general.
being kids.
That's just being a kid. You know.
Yeah, it's just being chitlins. Being little chillins.
Yeah, but I'm still like that. Like this the whole fucking truck thing. You know what I mean? The whole fucking.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and then the whole fucking Yeah, I'm banned from Rec Room. What's up, dude? Yeah, whatever. Oh man, it's funny. It's funny, you know. But
receding
yeah,
hairline.
even in that sense, because it's just because we brought it up. Even in that sense, like the same sense. Like yesterday at Beach Garden, me and Eddie were smoking in like vaping inside, and the dude came up to me. He was like, and the dude came up. He was like, "Hey guys, you guys can't smoke out here. You guys can smoke outside though." And we're like, "Oh, word!" And then we moved.
Yeah.
And that's how simple that could be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's how easy and simple that could be. So that's all I'll say about that. But hairlines. Good luck, fellas.
you know,
all that shit talking, I'll probably lose my hair too. Like the amount that I wear, like a bun shit.
Yeah.
Like it's pulling on my front right here, so I know I'm gonna start fading sometime. You know?
Me too, because there's no winners in my family for hair. It's
Really?
Yeah.
Filipinos kind of go bald, huh?
Yeah. We lose all our hair and we lose all our dignity. The older we get, we shrink.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. Go look at maybe like a 60-year-old Filipino person. It's just what happened. You know, you look at them, you're like 59, you look really good, and then at 60, you're like a shell of a person. Because look how thin my hair is starting to get. Alex says it's not, but
it does. It feels nice though. It does. It looks good. You have like hair like my dad, dude. You have the exact same hair as my dad. My dad has like straight fucking hair. They used to call him spinas as a kid.
What's spinas?
It's like little like
porcupine.
Porcupine, yeah.
I think you didn't speak Spanish.
Well, I don't even know if that's what it means, but it means like little pokies, like little spinas.
Spinas.
You know? Yeah. I feel like I'm close to cutting my hair. Like I'm
like short,
not that short, like shoulder length.
That's not fucking cutting your hair. That's a trim.
That's pretty long, dude. My fucking hair is like past my nipples, dude.
That's not. I thought you were talking above the ear cut.
No.
Don't say you're gonna get it cut, because I'm not gonna tell the difference.
I'm still
You're gonna
scared,
come in with
dude.
a haircut. You're gonna be like, notice anything different? I'm gonna say no, and you're gonna be mad.
I wouldn't even say notice anything different. Do you even know me?
I know, but it would be really funny if you came in and you're like, notice anything different? It's like, nah. You're
No.
like, okay. Well, I don't want to do your clips.
Yeah, well, fine. Yeah, I guess I'll drink my tea, because I wouldn't drink tea.
Oh
no.
my goodness.
No, but because it was just getting mad in the way. It's like super hard to like be in the water
Isn't
with.
it heavy when you?
It's not heavy; it just gets in my fucking eyes, and then not anymore, because I like before I paddle out for I start paddling, I like put my hair back, but I was like popping up on my hair, so like if I had like lift my hand. Like the board will go crazy, or I would which one I would do, I would just pop up and pull fucking hair out of my head. So that was annoying. But now I just throw it back and I don't even care anymore. Like, because I don't want to be the guy like all fucking Fabio in the water. But you got to, dude, because you throw it back to get it out of your fucking way, man.
I want to see you with short hair. I try to grow my hair. I don't have the patience for it. I can't sit for a whole year.
Yeah.
And if I do, I get one of those like fuckboy haircuts because I need to have like this side tapered in.
Yeah, well, it's like the beginning is always the hardest part for growing the hair. The beginning is the hardest part because once it starts to grow, it really doesn't matter anymore. Like I haven't thought about my hair since it was like short. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't even.
I can't make it past. Like I've made it to like my hair goes past my ears, but even then, it's like I'll man bun it and I look silly. I have braids for like a couple days. Coolest braids ever.
That's cool though. I like braids. I wanted braids as a kid.
You should still get them. You would look.
Nah, too late,
dude. I think I suggest. I don't want to tell you what to do.
What?
But maybe some braids would be cool.
Nah, I'm not doing braids.
Maybe. No,
dude. I can't. No offense to people that have braids. I just don't feel like they're my vibe.
Okay.
And I wouldn't be comfortable.
I feel like you would get dreads though.
I don't. I feel like you have to be black to have dreads.
No,
you don't. But you should.
No.
Or Caribbean or something.
No.
Yeah. No,
That's like saying like circular earrings are only meant for the Latin community.
That's true. I definitely believe that. I literally did a riff on that yesterday. How this lady, the one of the girls in the front, she had like turquoise hoops where they were like had like turquoise jewels at the bottom. I was like, those are good white lady hoops right there. You know what I mean? Like the solid gold hoop. That's a Latino thing. You know what I mean? That's hers. They don't give them a lot. All right, let them have the fucking hoops.
Oh my goodness.
No, but that's how I think. That's just how I think. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I want to stay in my pocket. You know what I mean? I don't want to be reaching out of my pocket.
I'll reach. I'll reach.
But you fit with braids though. Like braids fit you. You're a dancer. Don't fight your dancerness.
Twinkle toes.
You're twinkle toes. Dude.
I've been dancing forever, bro.
Dude, you dance constantly.
When?
Just around the office.
I shake. I seizure up, and then I go
Well, that's just when you hear a loud bang. Headlines, huh?
Oh yeah.
Headlines.
I know you don't know a lot about Andrew Tate, but this fool got canceled, and this is the headline that we're gonna go to. It's like the most like in topic shit that we're gonna talk about right now. Why social media sites are removing Andrew Tate's accounts.
Okay. He looks weird.
He does.
Okay.
He looks like an asshole. What's okay? What do you know about Andrew Tate? Because I know you don't know a lot.
All I know is that Danny Brown talks about him, and that Danny Brown said that he can't watch his videos no more because he gets them too hyped up.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that means or whatever.
Okay. So this fool was on Big Brother in 2016 in the UK, and then after that he competed in professional Muay Thai fighting, and then after that he built himself like a social media empire, like basically like a pyramid scheme.
Like a Logan Paul situation.
No, because at least like Logan Paul and the Paul brothers, like they put on pay-per-view events and like you get something, right? This is like
this is a YouTuber pretty much,
like let's just say social media guy. It's not necessarily YouTube, but then he basically talks about how like I'm taking this out of context because there's a lot of good things that this guy says, but there's also a lot of shitty misogynistic things that this guy says, and that definitely outweighs more than the good stuff that he says, which because some of the stuff is gnarly. But basically, the main reason why this fool is getting canceled is because a video had resurfaced of him like beating a chick.
Whoa!
And he said that it was consensual and part of like a kink role play fetish. And she's bound. She's laughing at first in the video, and then she gets smacked, and then it gets like really weird. Cause
you
like,
seen it?
Yeah. You don't think I'm gonna go and look shit up? You know,
is he naked?
No. She's like in lingerie. He's like in this fucking bed and all this weird stuff. But it gets weird because like if it was consensual, my first thought is like why ain't the chick say nothing? But I guess if you're the chick and you don't want to be shamed or you feel you know. But basically they're saying that the reason why all these social media platforms are banning him is because like teachers all around like the world basically are saying like they see a difference and change of like male behavior with the same rhetoric that Andrew Tate has. So
Yeah.
like he was like a force to be reckoned with in the sense of like that much influence to basically tell people. He was basically teaching young men how to be douchebags.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
intense douchebags.
Right.
Not like the where it's like, no, you take what you want type shit rather than
Right.
like build a connection or whatever the case may be. But it's just this whole fucking gnarly thing, and that's basically how this fool ended up getting canceled. But he's
Right.
wild. I'm gonna whatever it's like leftover videos. I'm just gonna send it to you.
Don't send me the girl getting hit.
Oh,
Though.
no, I won't.
Okay.
I won't.
I want that one.
I won't.
First off, bald guy.
Bald guy.
Bald guy. First off, trigger. You know,
Okay.
red flag. You can go either way. They're either really cool or really not. You
Okay.
know?
Fuck you, Sixto.
A really cool one. See? That guy breaks his dick. Anyone with a broken dick has seen some shit. You know what I mean? When you see your own dick shriveled and purple,
He should have
it
gotten the
changes
award.
you.
Purple head.
Yeah, there should be a purple, purple brain. Yeah, so like, yeah, okay.
You got a purple heart.
Purple heart, yeah, purple heart.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So, damn, where to start on this subject? You know
Anyway,
what I mean?
pick it and then I'll.
So the first thing that makes me think of is that I have a cousin who's about, how old is he now? He's 5 years younger than me, so he's 24.
Okay.
We worked together briefly at the warehouse.
Yeah.
And he had a lot of really odd, like kind of misogynistic ideas that he didn't necessarily believe in, but he thought were true because he's seen them on the internet.
Yes.
You know, so he would repeat these things
with the same rhetoric and hate and tone.
literally the same words, and as like these kind of like trigger phrases. And I would always just be like, do you ever talk to girls? Like, you know, like
that's how you know.
But that's like the base of this starts, is that there is this like disconnect between like the young men and like what's not even like it's like really what is reality in a way, you know what I mean? Like what is like tangible reality. It's interesting because this is like also a tech issue.
Yep.
So it's like what happens when one of the most dangerous things that has ever been created, which is young masculinity, meets this like mass tech machine, you know? Obviously a guy, this is what happens.
You know what makes this dude so polarizing?
What, a lack of fathers?
For sure, probably.
Yeah.
He's got an older brother, but what makes this fool so polarizing?
Not him. I'm saying in the world.
Yeah, that
you know,
too.
lack of male role models.
Male role models, an example of
Because
how
I feel like my dad was like we all, I've had my issues with my father, but he's been like a good guy, at least model for me to be like, all right, he's someone I can look at and be like, that's someone. He doesn't hit my mom. You know what I mean? He doesn't he pays his bills. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like
he doesn't say I love you.
He doesn't say yeah. Well, dude, now as he's older, he's like a mushball now. You know what I mean?
You get older, you realize like
oh yeah, he's a little. I
love you.
I had cradle. I always tell him I feel like I want to cradle you. I just want to like hold him, but like so like the lack of and it's not anyone's fault. It's like the trend of society in a way. It's like the destruction of manhood, or what it means to masculinity, what it means to be like a man.
Somebody brought up a good point that they were saying, like, while a lot of people are mad at Andrew Tate's values 20 years ago were damn near close to like what men's values were. Find a loyal woman, provide, protect.
Well, yeah.
This is the dude. Remember the dude when, okay, you've seen Andrew Tate. I showed you the video of he's like, if somebody's smarter than me, it doesn't matter. Because if I could rip his fucking brains off.
Yeah, the truth about violence. Yeah, the truth about violence. Yeah, well, that's what I like that you brought up the economic issue. Because that's I also think is like a big deal with masculinity, is like this like, as the economy dies down and there's more poor people, there's more men that don't feel like men because they can't provide.
No, yeah.
You know what I mean? So as there's more poor men, there's more angry men.
And they said that this is the first time in history where there's been a decline of men who want to be in stable relationships and men who don't make like a medium income and are okay with living underneath the standard.
Right.
So like everything that we were taught about masculinity is now being reshaped for how we decide.
Yeah, well, it's being reshaped because there's like a vacuum of what that looks like in modern forms.
Yes,
you know,
because right now it's like we're sexually very open.
Yeah,
like the whole world is.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's just like one big fuck fest.
It's interesting because it doesn't seem to be about sexuality. Like
it's power.
It's exactly.
But power comes from like a lot of power is driven from not getting sex, like those incel fucks.
Well, I guess if sex is the value, then if not having sex is not having power. But like the idea, the reason why masculinity, in my opinion, is so dangerous, especially when it's young, is that like, and I'm working on a bit about this, about like how like women are cool because they're like. They're not powerful, so they have to learn how to exist in the world by not being powerful.
Yeah.
So they're cooler.
Yeah.
Like the coolest person you ever meet is a queer woman of color.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because they had to exist in a world where they're in danger. You know what I mean? Men grow up in the system that's created for them, so when they're not fulfilled in that system, they grow angry and restless.
Yeah.
You know? So like what's like.
Hold up.
Yeah. We'll cut that one at restless. Yeah.
Restless.
Yeah, so like whenever there's like a like when people are unfulfilled, like they react and they're like vulnerable to extremism, you know, and this is just another form of that kind of extremism, you know. It seems like a huge issue.
It is only because like right now you see the facade of what we thought something should be, and then it all falling apart right in front of our eyes.
Yeah.
And where it's kind of funky is that now seeing this, like the only way to refix that structure or to get like good masculinity back is to be an example of that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's literally the only way. You have to. I had this sergeant that used to say some shit to me. He would always say there's two things he always said. He was like, you're only as good as your last mission, and be the change that you want to see. So if there's like anything that it's something that you do all the time that you did in practice, that you do when you want to like help people, it's like you show them, you lead by example. You don't bark orders. It's the same thing, but I think it's like right now it's just scary because a lot of these dudes, we're in this like funky, it's like either you're super woke or you're super other side
way, yeah,
asleep, coma, paralysis.
Yeah, it's just like I like would really what I feel that this like overlooked in all this again is just like the economic issue of like people are feeling like they're like dying. You know what I mean?
Everybody's dying though.
No, totally, but like they feel like they're like they're like in survival mode.
It's because we're not in danger. That's why. Like that's the thing is like the comfort of this.
Yeah, but we are in modern danger. So like let's just expand danger for what danger means. Like so we know violence as I punch you know,
or feeling threatened.
So in what sense, if I'm a landlord and I raise your rent by like a crazy amount, is that not violence in itself? You know what I mean? It's not direct violence, but it's a violent act.
It's
You know, so if I like if I'm a bank and I like foreclose your house for whatever, like that's like a violent act without being physically violent.
Yeah.
So like in a sense, we aren't in like a tiger's not gonna chase us down anymore. But there is still like this lurking danger that we have no control over.
Yeah.
And that angst is what builds people like this. Because this guy isn't even the most important issue. The issue is like the angst of young men.
The fact that he is able to gain a mass audience and really shift a thinking of a lot of people is what's dangerous.
Because his whole thing too is like he like billionaire shit, right? Like business shit, you know.
Dude, and his whole thing was like marketing. It was just another. It's another pyramid scheme.
Yeah. One thing I would say is like and like old foods always kind of bring this up about how like kind of weak young foods are. I kind of feel that way in a sense. So like I feel like for whatever reason, as science gets better, people use science to excuse their behavior.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's like because I'm like because like I'll say that I'm depressed so I can get out of this.
Yep.
So I can I'm not an asshole. I'm autistic. You know what I mean? Like they use these little like words that are now mad popular because the science is popular to excuse behavior. So it's like,
but hear me out. I had this thought too. I think as a man you fall into one of two things, and you're either like a warrior or an intellect.
mm-hmm.
I'm not saying you're good at either, but I feel like you fall into one or the other. You're either brute or brains,
mm-hmm.
right? And
mm-hmm.
then, like, to me, we've taken out the aspect of hardening the body, and it's kind of like that's where I agree with the old soul and how I feel like, oh shit, we are soft, because like the previous generations had it significantly tougher than us, and had to like build that intestinal fortitude to push and keep on living. Like, you know how much easier it would have been to commit suicide in the 80s and nobody really give a fuck. But like today it's this whole thing like, no, stop yourself,
right.
we need you. It's like, no, we gotta learn how to toughen up. We gotta learn how to live with those angst and those feelings, and understand that as long as you buckle down, you're gonna be able to prevail. But that's what we're not seeing is people pulling through the shits, rather than them making up the excuses to keep doing these stupid actions. Because I totally agree with you. That's a great sentiment, that like science is giving people excuses to be jerks. Well, it's true. It could be. I could be 100% wrong too. But like I feel like the other thing too is like we're soft, bro. If we go to like if they came and bullied us, we would get bullied.
I mean, totally.
Like
totally. So I am concerned, especially because, again, to tie it back to my younger cousin, I have younger boy cousins.
Yeah.
So hearing that was very alarming, because like we don't really talk that much, you know what I mean? And I skew very I guess if anywhere like left or liberal, you know what I mean? So like to hear a person I known since a child speak this way about like women, and I'm like, there's stuff he would say, I'm like, dude, you know, you have I know your mom, like, you know what I mean?
Some people are just like that, bro.
But he doesn't see, like, this is the thing, and I believe this just overarching, and then maybe we'll get on to Chet Holmgren after this, that like people believe in stuff they don't really believe in. Yeah, you know, people hook onto stuff. And like they use that to guide them rather than like what they think, you know what I mean? Yeah. So like if I hook on to Andrew Tate, I'm gonna like, and I do it too. Like I like if I listen to Bill Burr talk, you know, and he talks about comedy in a certain way, or like how what happened when he was a young comic or something, I'll be like, oh, like that's probably what I'll think too. You know what I mean? Because we're all just trying to figure out life as we go. You know. So like, I just hope, you know, that people have like, I don't know, both more trust in themselves and like more skepticism of popular thought. You know what I mean? Like
challenge the status quo.
Exactly. Just like question. You know what I mean? Like if anyone tells you anything, kind of goes back to the clean your room. I'm not gonna say anything. Like just off the fucking top, like just question it, and then if you agree with it, then agree with it. Like don't fight it just because you're gonna fight it,
or like be okay with somebody else's opinion not being the same as yours. I think that's true growth. Because the thing is like when you have homies that think from a different spectrum, then you get like basically most angles, and then if you're able to still disagree but like be cool with somebody, I think those are the best friendships. So they're gonna be the people who challenge you. They're gonna be the people who are like, listen, I see it this way. Unfortunately, you're not going to change it. I know you see it that way, and I know that's not going to change. But, like, we can still be cool.
Yeah, totally.
But I don't even, man. Yeah, I agree with you. That was a great thing to say.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully everyone feels better.
Tell the world one good piece of advice. I want to get into gratitude because I think that was a perfect segue.
Oh yeah, we're pushing along too, huh?
Give
a
them
piece of-
like a one piece of advice if somebody's feeling down
Oh God.
right now about themselves or like a situation. I know you're good at this.
I mean, I don't know if I'm good at it.
Yeah, you are.
I don't know. I would say first off, just like
Fuck you clicking the bitch you claim.
yeah, dude. First off, shut the fuck up. No, but like kind of though. You know what I mean? Like kind of like first off, chill out. You know what I mean?
Chill out.
Like whatever problem, unless it's like someone's gonna die right now, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
You know, and I get a lot of that happens to me a lot where I get kind of anxious over stuff.
Yeah.
Especially stuff that doesn't even like little things change and it starts to fucking make me panic.
Because it's change.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like it's not even the thing though. It's exactly what you said. It's the change. You know?
So you cling on to the one thing.
So like that act starts to send you into panic. So just like slow down, chill out, like be patient, dude. Like that's like one thing. Like I'm also trying, like all this stuff that I'm saying right now. I kind of try to tell myself is that like I'm 29. You know, this is like I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. You know, I'm gonna wake up the next, like, you know what I mean, like to like slow things down. Because when I was young, everything mattered so much.
Yeah.
At every moment.
Yeah.
You know, and like that's kind of where I find stress at is in like when I worry about, you know,
The stupid shit.
whether it be like comedy, business stuff, whether it be like my friends, whether it be like my relationship. Like whatever it is, it usually isn't that big of a deal in the moment. You know,
Yeah.
I'm like making it a big deal in my head.
It happens, but
Yeah.
it happens to the best of us.
No, right. But that's
That's great advice, by the
That's
way.
the thought is like to like be like, oh, everyone calm down. Like look around. Like you ever see Honey Boy?
Shia LaBeouf?
Shia LaBeouf movie.
Bits and pieces.
He goes through this therapy where like whenever he starts to have a panic attack, he like flicks this rubber band on his wrist.
Yeah. You know
And
he
he
did that in real life?
Yeah, that's a real treatment.
Yeah.
So like that's like what I was gonna say. Like if you feel like over anxious, like trying to look around stuff like, oh, that's a table. This is like, because then it brings you into where you are.
You
know?
heard of the thing where you start to have anxiety? You do you count 5 things you can see. You count to 5, and then you count 5 smells if you can, or you count 5 things you can hear, and it brings you back.
Yeah, these are all things that you do naturally too. On like when I have like an acid trip and I'm like freaking out, kind of like the other day. We were cleaning our boards here, me and Chong, after a sesh. We were going to go back out of Blackie's, and I took some mushrooms, and I started kind of like, they started to kick in, and I started to see stuff move, and I had to like reevaluate and be like, that's the board and that's the floor. You know? Those They're moving, but they're not moving. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so like just like that in a more chill sense when you're like you're in traffic and you're like, oh, I gotta go. It's like, no, you're in you're just in traffic. You're gonna get there. You know what I mean? Because you know, unless people are dying, you're probably gonna be all right, man.
It don't matter. None of it.
Yeah. So just jumping into gratitude, then I'm very grateful that like I'm able to. That I'm like finding an odd kind of self-confidence that I forgot I had.
Yeah.
And like a self-value that I feel like I'm valuing myself more. Yep. That is coming with not drinking and like treating myself better, and also like having a, like more respect for myself when like I'm in public and other people are talking to me, or like how I value myself when I'm around other people. Like I'm not like, I try not to talk shit about myself, you know what I mean, or call myself, you know what I mean. I'm trying my best to keep it that way.
Be kind to yourself,
and it's working. Good. And I feel more confident. I'm very grateful for that. So that's my gratitude.
My gratitude I wrote down because it's a good amount. I'm grateful for my Mexico crew that we went with. All my homies that went out with us. That was a great trip. Hard reset. 17 shots of tequila the second night. 10 shots the first night.
Good Lord.
Just absolutely obliterated. Don't drink often, but when I do, I do.
You do it hard.
And I'm very thankful to get away and like just chill, like chill and like be part of whatever that was for that week. Like I played water volleyball, and then like by the end of the trip, I knew like a good amount of the people that were there. I was like dapping fools up
Dang,
by the time I left, and Alex was like, "Who the fuck?" And I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like these are like I know that we want to stay within our confines of being friends, but it's like when you like branch out a little bit and have conversations with people, and then you realize like you can make somebody's attitude nice if you're kind to them.
Yeah.
Or like if I hung out with this dude, it was weird. I was sitting down and this little white boy came up to me. He was like, "We played water volleyball," and I was just talking to him, and he was like, "Can you open my water?" I was like, "Where the fuck are your parents?" He was like, "They're out there swimming. I don't want to bother them." And I was like, "That's fine." And I kicked it with this little kid, and then one of my buddies were like, "Pedophile." I was like, "It's not true." I was like, "That's not true. He came up to me. He's hitting on me.
I popped his bottle. Not that one. Not that one.
So there's that. I'm grateful for that trip. It was really fun. And just to see everybody kind of relax. I know everybody's tense, so those group of people that I went with, you guys deserve that trip. You guys work really hard. I'm very proud of every single one of you. The next gratitude I have is like my sister. She just messaged me and said that she got her like stethoscope and she's working her way towards being a doctor. So I'm super proud of her. And that's crazy because I dropped her on dumbbells when she was a kid. She should be dumb, but now she's about to get her doctorate.
Dang.
So hella grateful for that.
That's what's up.
And
then the sister I met?
Yeah, the little fighter one?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Word.
Just that, yeah.
We need a doctor in case we ever get shot.
Pretty much.
And to stitch us up.
And then another thing that I'm super grateful for is my dad for the past week or two has been messaging me, telling me that he misses me and that he cares for me, and I've just been really appreciating and valuing those text messages. So I love you, Dad. Mom, I love you too. But this is Dad's time to shine, and those are my gratitudes, and I always love you.
Love you, man.
So,
hell yeah.
Keep the change.
Wake up in the morning, need a podcast to free my mind. Rich man won't give me one dime. I need to talk all this shit on politics and weed and shit. Talking sports and celebrities, culture. What up? Just give me some change. I need some change. I need some pocket change.